The billionaire didn't expect to fall in love that day. She just wanted her car fixed. But when a homeless, muscular farmer stepped out of the shadows, lifted her entire vehicle with his bare hands, and then refused to take a single dollar from her, her world shattered. He had nothing, no home, no money, not even a change of clothes, but he had a strength she'd never seen, and a heart purer than anyone in her billionaire circle. She came searching for help, but what she found instead was the one man powerful enough to change her empire, challenge her beliefs, and steal her heart without ever trying. The billionaire didn't fall in love at first sight. She fell in love the moment the homeless farmer lifted her car with his bare hands. It happened on a dusty roadside outside Riverstone Valley, where no luxury cars ever stopped and no billionaire ever set foot. But on that evening, Evelyn Hart, owner of the largest agricultural empire in the country, found herself stranded with a flat tire, miles away from any mechanic. She tapped her phone, no signal, looked around empty fields until she spotted a man walking out from behind an old shed, shirt torn, sunburned shoulders glistening, and muscles carved like someone who worked against nature itself. He was pushing a wheelbarrow filled with broken tools, hair messy, clothes old, completely unrecognizable. But what Evelyn didn't know was that this homeless farmer, named Liam, was about to change everything, from her business to her beliefs to her heart. Evelyn wasn't the kind of woman who feared anything. She built her empire from the ground up, but right now, with the sun setting behind the hills and silence wrapping the road, she felt unusually stuck. Liam noticed her stress and walked toward the car. She flinched at first. His rugged look, tangled hair, and deep set eyes made him look intimidating. But the moment he spoke, his voice was gentle. "Need help, ma'am." She explained the tire problem. Without hesitation, he crouched, placed his calloused hands under the car, and with raw strength, lifted it just enough to slide a wooden block underneath. Evelyn's jaw dropped. He worked quietly, efficiently, like someone used to fixing things all his life. No complaints, no questions, no expectations. When he finished, Evelyn reached into her purse, but he stepped back. "I don't want money," he said softly. "Just glad you're safe." No one had ever refused her money before. Not once. That moment stuck in her mind longer than she expected. Evelyn returned the next day, not because she needed anything fixed, but because she couldn't get the mysterious farmer out of her mind. She found him behind a half-collapsed barn, feeding chickens that didn't even belong to him. Everything about him was unusual, so she asked him directly, "Why are you living like this?" He hesitated, then shared the truth. Liam wasn't always homeless. He grew up on these lands that had been taken from small farmers when Evelyn's company expanded years ago. Not out of cruelty, but business. His family had lost everything. His parents had passed, and now he survived by doing odd jobs, fixing broken fences, harvesting abandoned crops, and sleeping in farm sheds. Yet he wasn't bitter. He was humble, strong, kind, a man who had lost everything but still held on to goodness. For the first time in years, Evelyn felt her heart twist with guilt and admiration. Over weeks, Evelyn kept visiting Liam. What began as curiosity became inspiration. He showed her how neglected lands could produce crops again, using natural methods. She watched him lift hay bales like feathers, repair tractors with only scrap metal, and help struggling farmers with zero expectation of reward. Slowly, Evelyn realized something powerful. Liam had the heart of a leader, the strength of a warrior, and the humility of someone who knew real struggle. She invited him to work for her company. He refused at first, afraid of being a pawn in corporate politics. But she insisted, not out of pity, but because she saw brilliance in him. When he finally joined, everything changed. Liam redesigned irrigation systems, taught modern workers old farmer wisdom, and within months, profits soared, and wasteland farms bloomed again. Her board praised her, Investors called her a genius, but Evelyn knew the truth. It was Liam. And with every passing day, she felt her admiration turning into something deeper, something undeniable. One evening, after a long day visiting a restored farm, Evelyn and Liam watched the sunset from a hilltop. She turned to thank him for changing her entire company, but he shook his head. "You changed me first," Liam said. "You saw a homeless man and treated him like a human." For a moment neither spoke. Evelyn felt something new, something she had always avoided: vulnerability. She whispered, "I didn't fall for your strength. I fell for your heart." Liam's face softened. He had lived years believing he had nothing left. But this billionaire woman, powerful, elegant, fearless, saw him as more than a homeless farmer. That night,